What is your name?
Taylor Haydinger.
Delegation?
Conrad.
And how many years have you been in YIG?
4 years.
And can you give a quick summary of your bill?
So my purpose of my bill will ban the importation, transfer, manufacturing of assault weapons into Delaware in order to protect the citizens from these kinds of weapons.
How do you specifically define assault weapon?
I define an assault weapon, basically a weapon is anything that you can use to attack somebody. An assault is kind of it's kind of the same thing as a weapon, but it's more so the act of attacking someone. So I would basically define an assault weapon as something that you would use to purposely attack someone out of malice.
And how would you enforce the bill?
My bill, there's really no enforcement. It's more so it just doesn't happen. So the manufacturers who are manufacturing these kinds of banned weapons, they're just gonna have to stop. But I have a grandfather clause in there, which means anything that they produced, it's legal. They just can't. I'm pretty sure they can't sell it. So what's gonna happen is I have a grant in there that they can buy back those guns. So it's really there's no really enforcement other than it's in there and it's up to the companies and importations and stuff to actually stop it themselves. But there will be the government looking over it to make sure that that's happening.
All right, and does it worry you at all that this might enforce the black market for weapons?
It's definitely gonna try the black market a bit, but because of the fact that you have the importation and transfer of these guns, weapons are illegal in Delaware, so it's going to be hard for people who want to get them into Delaware to actually go to another state and purposely transfer them into here, specifically because it bans the importation and transfer, so it's going to be difficult. So I feel like the black market might increase at first, but after a while, they're not going to get a lot of profit out of these weapons just because it's going to be hard enough. So they're going to be paying a lot of money to get them in, but they're not going to get a lot of money out of it just because Delaware is a really small state, first off, and there's a lot more states in the U.S. that has bigger problems than we do with the weapons assault.
And what inspired your bill?
I'm taking a class in my school called Legal Process, and so we were learning about guns and gang violence and a lot of stuff about that, and so I kind of was more questioning about gun policy, and I know that's very controversial in the Supreme Court. They haven't taken on a case yet because they want to find that right case. So I decided to just research some gun laws, and I found this one law that was in place from 1994 to 2004, but it had a sunset, so if you didn't renew it, it would just kind of fall out. And so I thought that it was a really good idea. It decreased the crime with assault weapons, so I decided to bring it back. And that's why I have this bill.
Has it been stressful being a chair while also presenting the bill?
Most definitely. I haven't presented my bill yet because my bill is number 2, and I wanted everyone to not only get used to me, but I wanted to get used to everybody else. So I tabled my bill, and I want to hear everybody else's bill first. So I've just kind of been ignoring mine and pushing everybody else's in. But right now we're going over a Rodney House bill. So after that one, mine's actually going to go up.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it, but it's really nerve-wracking because I have the chair thing in my mind, so I'm gonna kind of be listening in, and I have a feeling that I might just go out and just kind of call on people because I'm the chair and stuff. But it's definitely stressful having to balance both of those, and you have to be dedicated to your bill, but you also have to be dedicated to being speaker of the class.
Yeah, definitely. Describe the overall experience of being a chair. What have you taken away from it? Have you learned anything?
I definitely learned how to definitely better manage my time. Seeing as to how I have to balance not only Senate bills, but possibly the Rodney House bills if the Senate gets overflowed. I have to balance their bills along with my bills. I definitely took away, definitely putting people before myself. I have a tendency of not doing that occasionally, but it definitely taught me that, I tried more to put more people in front of me versus, put myself first. Just because I like hearing everyone's opinions. Everyone has an opinion, and I just love hearing them. So that's definitely what it taught me to do.
And last question, what's your favorite thing about being a chair?
My favorite thing about being a chair, It would probably have to be being able to call on people and hearing their opinion. When you're a delegate yourself and you're just sitting there, you're kind of waiting for yourself to go, so you listen to them, but you're more so kind of developing what you're going to say in your mind, so you kind of hear them, but you don't, at least for me personally. But when I call on them as a chair, I can personally listen to each and every one of them, and sometimes I just kind of want to clap, like, you did a really good job, or, give spirit fingers is what we usually do. But I know I can't because I'm the chair, and so I end up writing like character development awards saying like you did a really good job. And so that's like what I really enjoy about being a chair, is just personally hearing everyone's opinions.
That's really awesome. Thank you so much. This is great.